I have some serious breaking news here on the West. Breaking news. I have some serious breaking news here on the West Coast. As you know, we went through the crisis of all the ships being in the harbor here in Long Beach and around San Diego and the rest of the West Coast harbors. Well, here's some breaking news. The ILWU has shut down all the ports here on the Southern California coast. They have decided that they will strike, I would guess, until Easter Sunday. Let's just hope this is not true, because ILWU has been fighting with the terminals to get permanent care. And according to my sources, permanent care is not something none of these terminals want for any of the ILWU locals. This is going to be a really serious hit to the West Coast economy, to the entire economy per se. And you will hear about this very, very soon. Not only that, I think President Biden will get involved in this negotiation. Again, breaking news across the West Coast. The ILWU Longshoremen fraternity has temporarily shut down the terminals here on the West Coast. Work stoppage has stopped today, and it may be continuing all the way through Easter, depending on the union's collective bargaining agreement and what's going to happen with this particular incident. For all you people who are worried about the dollar and worried about jobs, let me tell you something. Something big is about to happen. Jobs are being closed all over the country. And I'm talking fast food restaurants. We're talking all the value stores, the stores. Major department stores are closing. Something big is going on across the country, and they're not telling the public. They don't want you to panic. But let me tell you something. With these ILWU workers, you better start panicking, because everything will back up. And on top of that, all these prices will go sky high for groceries, food, anything that has to do with transportation. And if this is exactly what's going to happen, you heard it here first. Thank you for listening.
And all these places are closing. The world is changing. The world is changing. I keep telling everybody, all these places are closing. One of the biggest giants in the world, Walmart, is closing. Look, 2023, 4 states: Illinois, Wisconsin, New Mexico, and Florida. Y'all keep sleeping. Get your
I hope you guys got the memo. Target closing stores down 13. Walgreens 200. Macy's 125. Starbucks 400 stores. Bath and Beyond 150 stores. Victoria's Secrets 50 stores. Kohl's 27 stores. American Eagle 250 stores. GameStop 200 stores. Walmart 154 stores. It's getting real. We're in the midst of a recession. When stores start closing down and downsizing, it's all about artificial intelligence, AI. We better get the memo and get our houses in order. Downsize, think smart, and prepare for the future.
So as you can see, the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, has smitten this place with various plagues, and hyperinflation is headed our way. Okay, with all the store closings, with all the various plagues hitting the earth, there's no way that America will stand. Okay, Isaiah 24 in verses 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people so with the priest as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land should be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And that's going to be the end game for America, because these other nations are going to eventually launch. They've already turned against America, all right? And now the dollar is failing. It's losing its value, all right? It is a death blow to America, a deadly wound. Verse 7, Isaiah 24:7, the new wine mourning, the vine languishes, all the merry-hearted do sigh. And that's what's going to be headed our way. A lot of people are sighing now, but it's only going to get worse. The mirth of tabrets ceases, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of the harp ceases. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. That's Babylon. We're in it. America. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is crying for wine in the street for answers. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Okay, and that's where we're headed to. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. They shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for majesty of the Lord, they shall cry aloud from the sea. And that's the prophets, all right, the men of the Lord. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel in the isles of the sea. And we're glorifying the Lord because he's bringing forth these tokens, these prophecies. This very prophecy is being fulfilled. As you've seen, everything's closing down. Walmart, Target, the port, the supply chain, all of this is being closed down. Okay. Second Esdras 8:50. In America being the prideful country that it is, okay, ruled by the so-called white man, okay, the Edomites, all right. They're the ones who brought that curse in the earth, okay, all right. Second Esdras 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And the prideful people on the planet is so-called white men, all right. And they brought the curse to the earth, okay, all right. They are the cursed people. The Lord cursed them, okay, all right. Second Esdras 16:19. We'll start at 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be good cheap upon the earth, the dollar store, Okay, you can go there and get stuff. Now they're closing those stores, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you see how deadly serious this is? This is deadly serious. Okay, so you have to turn to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah before it's too late. You Israelites, you Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics that wrought the judgment of the Lord by being destroyed by the so-called white man and put in servitude, still in captivity to this very day. Okay. Second Ezra 16, 37 and 39. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack that come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And that's what's happening right now. Okay, and it's building up. Okay, all these plagues coming upon the earth, store closures, tornadoes in Alabama, tornadoes in Mississippi, taking out one whole town in Mississippi. The Lord is bringing forth these plagues as before. Okay, and I guess we'll close out with that. Second Ezra 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, that be the Israelites. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, Egypt being another America, being America, okay, the house of bondage. All right. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. With that, I say all praises to Yahweh, all praises to Yahweh Shai, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Shalom.